Welcome back. Traveling Vino here, joining you again, back by popular demand. We are here. We last left you when we were in Hanoi, Vietnam, and now we've made our way over to Japan. So we started in Tokyo. We spent about a week and a half, right?
We spent 5 days in Tokyo, actually. So we spent the month of April in all just traveling around Japan. And so we just want to talk about Tokyo first of all. And we were there 5 days.
Oh, 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see, Ainsley and Phoebe, our daughters, came and joined us with their fiancés. And so we just had an amazing trip. It's April is their cherry blossom season. And so probably a little bit more crowded than normal times in Japan. But it's so worth it to be able to see.
Yeah, we kind of caught the end of the cherry blossom season, which was really nice. If we'd have been a week or two before that, it might have been a little bit better, but it was still pretty good. You know, beautiful cherry blossom trees, and the Japanese have a tradition of, you know, taking a picnic out and sitting under the trees and stuff. It's really nice. The weather was pretty good while we were there. We had a few bad days, but
and a little chillier than we thought too.
Yeah,
actually, it was more
April,
60s than we thought.
Yeah,
I thought,
April in Japan. Yeah,
50s and 60s
Could go
instead of
either way.
70s. So, but yeah, a lot of sunny days and just beautiful weather. And you know, really, I guess coming into Tokyo, the first thing you have to deal with is transportation.
Yeah, getting around. So coming from Vietnam, where transportation is just chaotic and just all over the place, and then you come to Tokyo and Japan in general, the transportation is very orderly, very
on time,
on
always.
time. Just massive number of trains and subways. And
overwhelming.
the options are amazing. You know, any country that's looking at rail or transportation systems needs to come to Japan and study that, because they have got it down. You've got local trains, you've got commuter trains, you've got
Bullet trains.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. The most, and they're very clean and they're very efficient, and they take it very seriously. I mean, the conductors, everybody is just extremely something like, you know, something you just don't ever see. It's amazing to me.
Well, and they use a Suica card, so it's so easy for most transportation. Now, your longer trips, I think we had to buy tickets to get on the bullet train, but the ones that you're just traveling from areas in Tokyo to other areas, the Suica card is amazing because you just tap in and tap out, and it works great. And there's signs everywhere. They're in Japanese, so it is a little tricky in the first day or so to kind of get accustomed to.
If you're just coming to Tokyo, getting a Suica card ahead of time is recommended, and then you preload it with money. It's good and bad, I think, because the Suica card is a easy pay type, tap on, tap off. You kind of load it up ahead of time and then pay it down as you take rides or go places. It's good and bad, because at the end of the time you don't get the money that's left on the Suica card back, and it just, I don't know, whatever happens to it, but you can keep your Suica card forever. And with the iPhone, and I think that probably Android as well, but you download the app, and so you have the app on your phone, and then you can just quick tap your phone if you set it up, and you know, that allows it to be a little bit smoother, you know. But you can use your Suica card at other places too, like
7-Eleven, which I know y'all will laugh, but we went there a lot. I mean, the food is actually really, really good and fresh. You could get smoothies that just is a cup of fruit, and then it's a little smoothie machine. Their egg salad sandwich was so good. It's funny. It cracks us up that we ate lunch there a lot.
I think the first night we arrived late. Restaurants weren't really open. We ended up getting, you got like something. I got some goizas, you know, out of the 7-Eleven, and heated them up right there in the 7-Eleven. It was just like, and that was dinner. And people do that a lot. I mean, even breakfast, lunch, whatever, you know, the snack, go in there and grab. We had one night, we had the whole family
smorgasbord.
A smorgasbord. Everybody went and got their own thing. We did go to the grocery store for that. Went all 7-Eleven, but there was some 7-Eleven items in there. But
But it's so good.
But it is good, and it's just a way of life here. It's just the way they do it. So.
But there are a lot of rules that we also came upon. So with the public transportation, you're not supposed to be on your cell phone. They like you to be quiet and orderly. And seriously, the doors open, you have a minute to get on and off, and then it takes off again, and there's no waiting. You can't eat and walk at the same time. They like you to at least stand or sit somewhere when you get food. So if you go to 7-Eleven, you have to stand there and eat it. You can't take it with you.
I looked this up, and it was like, okay, eating and walking is considered, you're not giving the food the proper respect. And so that's what I got out of it anyway. Maybe that's true.
You should take the time to enjoy your meal.
Yeah, exactly. So Japan is a nation of rules. I'll insert a couple pictures here of just all the different, don't do this, don't do that, do this, kind of things. It's quite entertaining coming from places like Vietnam, where there's no rules whatsoever.
It's just chaos.
And other places in Asia are kind of that way too, right? Just true chaos. And then you get to Japan, and it's
very orderly,
very orderly, very much rules.
There's no trash cans, so you have to carry your trash with you everywhere. So
there's no trash cans anywhere. You can't throw anything away. You got to take it with you and dispose of it
when you get
later.
home.
And then there's a lot of rules here in Japan. And you don't cross the street until the little man comes on green. You can't
just
don't cross the street.
You're supposed to wait, even if it's clear for days. So
that's right.
It was definitely eye opening and kind of entertaining, actually. So we enjoyed that part.
Yeah. So another interesting thing about Japan that's a little bit different is their accommodations. Their design and their standards are a little bit different than anywhere we've been in the world. The hotels are tiny. I mean, literally a closet. So be ready for that.
Pretty much walk in and you're in your bed.
Yeah. The bed's usually shoved up against the wall, and you've got enough room to kind of get around a little bit, but there's nowhere to put your suitcase. There's nowhere to unload your. I don't understand it, but that's just the way they do it. So
excuse me.
The bathrooms are interesting. They have the best toilets in the world.
Gonna miss the bidets when we go home.
Yeah. So their toilets are all warm. They're nice. They have all these functionality on it. Totally different than anywhere else in the world. So,
but they do. Their showers are a little different. So our Airbnb that we got this time had a wet room, and so it's basically just a shower head with a big open floor, and you just take a shower. It's like just being in a bathroom all by yourself, kind of with no toilet or sink or anything like that. It's just that size room, and it just has a shower head, and so that was kind of interesting. It's just differently how they do things.
For it. Yeah.
And I think if you're in Tokyo for very long, we didn't really use the kitchen. I mean, we ended up going out more often than we did actually cooking meals there. It just was, we found like the street markets were amazing. And then just buying stuff either at the supermarket or 7-Eleven was just so affordable that we ended up not really cooking at all.
Yeah.
So
now the food is amazing. Japanese sushi is obviously very good.
Fresh.
We ate a lot of sushi while we were in Japan, and they have markets. Every town seems to have these market streets that are like covered, and they just have plenty of places like either Wagyu beef or whatever, and then some of them are sushi. Ate some of the best sushi I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Just at one of these markets, and you get a good deal on it because they're selling almost directly off the boat. So what else entertainment wise?
Well, so the best part was with Phoebe and Ainsley coming, and then their fiancés Willem and Harrison. We had so much fun just checking out all the different neighborhoods. We did that the majority of the time that we were in Tokyo, but we did end up doing two excursions that we really
walked
enjoyed.
A little more than they wanted to.
Yeah, I think they were done with the walking. But the best thing is we did the Japan cart, which is like the Mario carts, the little bitty carts that you dress up and you just drive all over. You can do different tours. One through Shibuya, one through different sections of town. But the one we did was Asakusa, which is one of the neighborhoods there that's along the river. And it was 2 hours, and you go over the Rainbow Bridge, and you go downtown where all the ritzy shopping is. But the way it's laid out was great because you could really get some speed up, and we had
we didn't have those sissy go-karts. We had
they went
manly go-karts, so they were really nice.
It was so fun. So if anybody comes to Japan, I highly recommend doing that and doing the 2 hours so that you really get away and you can go fast.
That's right. Yeah, don't get those little go-kart engine motor.
Oh no, there's some
lawnmower engine ones. Don't do those.
No, get the good one. Japan cart is the one we went through, and it was
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, and
so
we did a lot of walking, like you said, and then we did some hiking. We went up to, quick train ride. Wow, 45-minute train ride or so out to the outskirts. You can get into the mountains pretty quick, so that was nice.
That was the hike was Mount Takoya. And beautiful out there, just a little mountain town. And then it was a great hike up with, of course, there's all the shrines, temples, and pagodas that you see along the way. But we ended up checking out, Shibuya. Everybody knows the crossing. That was amazing. And then all the shopping streets, and they have all the cafes that have little baby pigs that you can sit with, or otters.
Yeah, that's weird,
or
right?
Cats and dogs. I mean, they had everything, which was interesting.
You have to pay to go in and pet these animals and hang out. Yeah, interesting.
It was fun, and lots of shopping and just different markets and things like that. But it's a beautiful city. Yeah, just crazy crowded though is the only thing.
37 million people in Tokyo alone. So it's one of the largest cities in the world, if not the largest. I think it's pretty close.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people there, and so that's one of the reasons why they have such a good transportation system. But
which, thank goodness. Anyway, but trying to walk some of the sidewalks, I mean, it was nice. We found a couple of parks and river walks that weren't as crazy, and actually doing the hike out in the mountains, it was nice to get away from all the tourists. So
it was. So that was
5 days.
5 days in Tokyo, and then we headed off.
Yeah, we got to do the bullet train, which was super fun, and then went on to Osaka. So we'll bring you that next. But that's Tokyo is amazing. So if y'all get a chance, you'd love it, I think.
Yep.
So but if not, cheers.
Cheers. Till next time.